What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Mahogany Clark, and I am here with a video today for you guys. I'm going to basically be explaining the basics of how I just, started up my trucking company when I was 21. I'm 22 now, while still active duty, military. It was not as hard as people think. I just did some research, when I decided that this is what I wanted to do, which is a very important thing. Do not just do something just because, it'll be financially fulfilling for you, because sometimes that's not enough. And honestly, if you do not want to go through the stress for it, it's not going to drive you to want to continue to make the money anyway. So this was something that I decided that I wanted to do because I wanted financial freedom, and I needed something that was going to stick in a business that is going to be lucrative forever, basically. So trucking was one of the things. Shout out to my dad for giving me the idea. That came from a conversation that I had with him one night. So you never know, like I said, what your words can do for somebody, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I was looking for a business to start, and he definitely gave me this idea, and I definitely appreciate him for that. And of course, I took it and ran with it because, I'm a go-getter, and I definitely believe in making things happen. So anyway, back to what I was saying about the basics. The basis of it is basically it has a lot to do with just, you can use your phone to do it, you can use a computer. It's pretty simple. So it's not as hard as people think, and you definitely have time for it because we all make time for what we want. So the first thing I did was I came up with a trucking name. My trucking name is Clark's World Trucking LLC. I added the LLC part on it because when you file for a limited liability company, you have to add the LLC part on there. I didn't want to, but so I had to. So that's how I came up. And Clark is my last name. That's my family name. So, and it's a pretty strong name for the most part. So Clark's World Trucking LLC worked great. It says a lot. Clark holds a lot of weight. You know what I mean? So I use Clark. Number two was I went to USPTOgov. I'm gonna definitely drop that in the description box below. So basically that website is basically a website full of people that people that have their business names, and you can look on that website to see if anyone else has the name that you came up with, or if they have a name that's close to it. That way, when you go to file for your LLC, you do not use someone else's name, because that right there can cause a whole nother problem for you that you don't need. So USPTOgov is the website, and it's free. You just type in the name that you came up with, and it'll show up. It'll populate all the names that's close to it, or if somebody else has that same exact name. Then the third step that I did, I noticed that some people said that they got their EIN number first and then they filed the LLC, but I filed my LLC first with the Secretary of State that I am in. So I'm stationed in North Carolina, and that's where I filed my LLC out of the Secretary of State of North Carolina. So that's the way I did it. I filed through them first. Then I went to IRS.gov and I filed for my EIN number after. For the articles of organization, which is the business form that you're going to use to file, and I believe that's with any state, even whether you're in Florida or Texas, wherever you are, is going to be with your state, your Secretary of State. It was called the articles of organization, and I paid $125 for that one, and I also paid a rush fee to kind of get my LLC back quicker. So, which you do not have to do, but I did that, and it's kind of a good thing I did, because I did make a mistake on it, and I was able to correct it and still get it back within a good time frame, because it can take a while for it to come if you don't rush it. So I just did it that way, and it kind of worked out, because like I said, I did make a mistake on it. So Then I went to IRS.gov and I filed for my EIN. Now, I did pay for my EIN. I paid $239 for that. So I know some people said that they got the EIN for free. I've also found a YouTube video that's on YouTube right now, and the guy basically, he goes step by step of how he filed for his EIN for free, and I will definitely add that in the description box below. You know what I mean? I basically researched this, and it's information that's all out there for free. So, you know, it's nothing hidden, and it's all right there. Anybody else can go and find it, but I'm just putting it all together for you to make it easier. So I'm gonna drop that down there below. But however, I did end up paying for, you know, my EIN. So altogether, I spent about $364, well, plus the rush fee that I paid to get my LLC quicker. Then after I did that, I opened a business account with Navy Federal. It was not hard for me to open a business account with Navy Federal because, of course, I'm military. You know, there is some perks with being in the military. So I did not have a hard time doing that. I actually already had a Navy Federal account because I had a credit card through them. So it wasn't too hard for me to open a business account. Now, one thing about Navy Federal with opening a business account, they do want your business to be established already. If it's not established, normally they give you a bit of a hard time. Like, you know, you can't just, actually they're not going to do it. You can't just open a business account without having the business already legally established, because your article of organization is the LLC is basically what they're going to look up on your state website. They're going to look up the name, or they're going to use your EIN number to identify, you know, your legal established business, to make sure that it's already legally established. And then, yeah, that is pretty much the basic steps of how you're going to start up, because this is basically just the paperwork part of it, because paperwork is very important. That's the number one thing that you want to get out of the way with starting any business, because of course, alongside of having a business plan, but yes, because you can't do anything anyway if it's not legal. I mean, you can, but it's not recommended because that can cause a lot of problems for you in the future. But yeah, it's not that hard. I will definitely drop all the website links that I talked about below in that order, so that you guys can go ahead and, you know, have access to them. And yeah, pretty short video, nothing too long, but thank you guys for watching. And thank you guys for watching. And yes, just let me know if you have any further questions. I have also helped other people, like actually talk them through the process. I'm not like, you know, a stuck up person. So if you need help, I do not mind helping you. I actually talk other people through the process already. You know, I'm giving you the information, whether you want to use it or not. That is totally up to you. It will always be here. You know what I mean? And I will be here for some time. I'm not sure how long, but you know, I'll be here as well. So you can ask me, and then if I can, I will definitely help you and talk you through the process. But yes, I will be uploading another video soon. I'm not sure exactly what the next one is going to be about, but it's going to be something pertaining to this. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, and also congratulations on your start of your business journey, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.